Welcome to this exciting portal where video games come to life and transport us to limitless worlds. This May is turning into a true gamer festival, packed with releases that promise to spark your imagination, challenge your skills, and immerse you in unforgettable experiences. From the relaxing and magical world of Palia, through the royal drama of Yes, Your Grace, Snowfall, to the adrenaline and horror of titles like the horror at Highrook, each game brings a unique adventure. Here, we celebrate creativity, strategy, and the passion that makes gaming truly special. Get comfortable, adjust your controls, and get ready to be part of this incredible journey. This is only the beginning of a legendary experience that promises epic emotions every step of the way. The stage is set, and the stars of the show are the games, and you. First, Palia is a life simulation and massively multiplayer online MMO. Game developed by Singularity 6. This title stands out for its focus on community building and its welcoming atmosphere, offering a relaxing and collaborative experience for players. Since its initial launch in 2023, Palia has evolved with constant updates and platform expansions, solidifying itself as a favorite among simulation game enthusiasts. Story and setting. In the world of Palia, humans are considered a legendary race that mysteriously disappeared thousands of years ago at the height of their magical dominance. However, one day, humans begin to reappear across the world. Players take on the role of one of these newly emerged humans, who must integrate into a world full of friendly characters and vibrant landscapes. The narrative revolves around building a new home and exploring the mysteries behind the disappearance and return of humanity. Key features: building and decorating. Players can customize their homes with hundreds of handcrafted objects, from furniture to unique decorations, creating spaces that reflect their personal style. Exploration of a living world. Palia offers a diverse environment that includes valleys, rocky beaches, forests, and flower fields. Each area is full of resources to collect, creatures to discover, and secrets to unravel. Community activities. Players can participate in activities such as fishing, cooking, gardening, hunting, and mining, whether solo or in collaboration with friends. Characters and relationships. The game features a wide variety of NPCs with whom players can interact, develop friendships, and uncover unique stories. Events and updates. Palia stays fresh with seasonal events, community challenges, and regular updates that introduce new content and mechanics. Platforms and expansion. Initial releases. Palia debuted on PC in August 2023 and arrived on Nintendo Switch in December of the same year. Expansion to other platforms. In 2025, the game will be released on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S on May 13th, along with the Elderwood expansion, which promises to add new areas, quests, and items. Second, Yes, Your Grace, Snowfall is the highly anticipated sequel to the acclaimed kingdom management RPG Yes, Your Grace, developed by Brave at Night. This new chapter transports players to the snow-covered Kingdom of Davern, where the responsibilities of ruling are more intense than ever. With a blend of strategic decision-making, emotional storytelling, and a fresh perspective, the game promises to captivate both longtime fans and newcomers. Story and setting. Set 1 year after the events of the original game, Snowfall follows King Eric as he grapples with the consequences of past decisions while facing the harsh realities of a kingdom blanketed in relentless winter. However, chaos erupts when Eric suffers a near-fatal wound in battle, leaving Queen Aurelia to take the reins of leadership. Players will guide Aurelia as she navigates political intrigue, protects her children, and fights to maintain stability in a kingdom on the brink of collapse. Key features: expanded gameplay. The sequel introduces new mechanics, including enhanced resource management and a revamped petition system that requires players to allocate action points and resources strategically to meet the kingdom's needs. Playable Queen Aurelia. For the first time, players step into the role of Queen Aurelia, offering a fresh perspective on the challenges of ruling. Dynamic storytelling. Every decision has far-reaching consequences, shaping the fate of the kingdom and its people. Visual evolution. The game transitions from pixel art to a stunning mix of sprites and polygons, enhancing the cinematic experience while retaining its signature charm. Slavic folklore. Inspired by Slavic mythology, the game weaves ancient tales, creatures, and superstitions into its narrative. Release details. Release date. Scheduled for May 8th, 2025 on PC and Mac, with versions for Xbox Series, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch arriving later in the year. Platforms: PC, Mac, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. Third, Spirit of the North 2 is the highly anticipated sequel to the acclaimed third-person adventure game Spirit of the North, developed by Infuse Studio and published by Merge Games. This title invites players to embark on a new journey filled with mystery and challenges in an ancient, vast world where storytelling and exploration are at the heart of the experience. Story and setting. In a ruined ancient world, players take on the role of a lone fox who, with the guidance of a wise raven, embarks on a mission to find the lost legendary guardians and free them from the grasp of the dark shaman Grimnir. The narrative unfolds in a land filled with forgotten history, where the protagonist must uncover past secrets to restore balance and find their way home. Key features: open world exploration. Players can freely roam a vast and detailed world, full of diverse biomes and hidden secrets to discover. Extensive customization. The fox protagonist's appearance and abilities can be tailored, offering a personalized experience for each player. Legendary encounters. Challenges blend light combat and puzzle solving, centered around freeing corrupted guardians, powerful abilities, and runes. As players progress, they can acquire new abilities and uncover runes that enhance their skills to overcome obstacles and enemies. Release details. Release date: scheduled for May 8th, 2025. Platforms: PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PC. Fourth, Revenge of the Savage Planet is the sequel to the acclaimed Journey to the Savage Planet 2020, developed by Raccoon Logic Studios. This title blends action, adventure, and sci-fi satire into a unique experience, taking players on a wild journey through alien worlds filled with humor and challenges. Story and setting. In a future warped by corporate greed, players take on the role of a pioneer stranded on an alien planet after a failed space mission funded by Alta Interglobal. The storyline follows CEO Martin Tweed as he clashes with his new rival, Gunther Harrison, in an intergalactic corporate war. Players must survive, explore, and seek revenge while trying to return home, facing bizarre creatures, unusual flora, and hidden secrets along the way. Key features: exploration across multiple planets, for vibrant worlds packed with unique plants, strange creatures, and secrets waiting to be uncovered. Creative gameplay mechanics. Players can run, jump, shoot, slide, use whips and grappling hooks, and experiment with 3 types of sticky substances to overcome obstacles. Creature capturing. Utilize a tether system to capture dozens of alien creatures and store them in habitats near your base. Co-op mode. Play solo or team up with a friend in 2-player co-op, either online with cross-platform play or in split screen on the same console or PC. Satirical narrative. A story filled with humor that critiques corporate greed and intergalactic bureaucracy. Release details. Release date scheduled for May 8th, 2025. Platforms: PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, PC, Steam, and Epic Games Store. Fifth, The Midnight Walk is a dark fantasy adventure developed by a creative team behind titles like Lost in Random and Fae. This game stands out for its unique stop-motion animation style, where every element of the world is sculpted from real clay, creating an impressive and immersive visual experience. Story and setting. Players take on the role of the Burnt One, a mysterious figure who rises from the ashes to discover their purpose. On this journey, they encounter Potboy, a lantern-like creature whose flame is essential for survival in a world plunged into eternal darkness. Together, they must traverse the dangerous path known as the Midnight Walk, facing terrifying monsters and uncovering the secrets behind the sun's disappearance. Key features: protecting Potboy. Keep Potboy's flame alive while sinister creatures attempt to extinguish it. His light is your guide and salvation in the darkness. Handcrafted worlds. Travel through unique landscapes such as rainy bridges, frozen wastelands, and shadowy forests, all sculpted in clay and animated with stop-motion techniques. Unraveling mysteries. Piece together the fractured story by connecting 5 interwoven narratives. Unique enemies. Study the monster's behaviors and use stealth, strategy, or courage to overcome them. Interactive narrative. Dive into a rich storyline told through gameplay and hidden lore within the environment. Release details. Release date scheduled for May 8th, 2025. Platforms: PS5 and PC, compatible with PSVR 2 and PC VR. Sixth, Metal Eden is an exciting sci-fi first-person shooter developed by Raycon Games and published by Deep Silver. This title blends fast-paced action with a dystopian narrative, delivering an immersive cyberpunk experience packed with challenges and secrets. Story and setting. In a future where humanity sought refuge in the monolithic city of Mobius, the Eden Project has become a deadly trap. Players take on the role of Aska, an advanced unit known as a hyper-unit, sent on a suicide mission to rescue the cores of trapped citizens. As they progress, they must face internal defense forces and uncover the dark secrets behind the Eden Project. Key features: intense action, fast-paced combat, with futuristic weapons that provide a smooth and thrilling shooting experience. Vertical exploration. Utilize wall running and environmental navigation to overcome obstacles and reach objectives. Unique enemies and bosses. Fight through waves of enemies and epic encounters against engineers and other cybernetic threats. Dystopian narrative. Uncover the mysteries of Mobius and the Eden Project while battling for survival. Striking visual design. A cyberpunk aesthetic featuring neon lights and futuristic architecture, creating an immersive atmosphere. Release details. Release date scheduled for May 6, 2025. Platforms: PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PC. Seventh, High on Life is a first-person shooter with action, adventure, and Metroidvania elements, developed by Squanch Games. This title blends irreverent humor with innovative mechanics, delivering a unique experience in a sci-fi world filled with eccentric characters and talking weapons. Story and setting. The story follows the protagonist, a directionless young man who becomes an intergalactic bounty hunter after Earth is invaded by the alien G3 cartel, led by Garmantuous. This cartel seeks to turn humans into drugs, With the help of living weapons called Gatlians and a talking knife named Knifey, the player must take on the cartel's leaders, free the captured Gatlians, and explore diverse alien biomes and cities. Key features: talking weapons. Each weapon has its own personality and unique abilities, including alternate firing modes and special skills used to solve puzzles. Exploration and combat. Players can access previously unreachable areas by acquiring new skills and gear, following the Metroidvania-style progression. Humorous narrative, packed with witty dialogue and absurd situations that satirize corporate greed and bureaucratic inefficiencies. Platforming mechanics. Includes platforming sections and puzzles that require strategic use of each weapon's abilities. Updates and DLC. The game features additional content, like the High on Knife DLC, which expands the experience with new missions and challenges. Release details. Original release. Launched on December 13th, 2022 for PC and Xbox. Arrived on PlayStation in July 2023. Upcoming release. Available on Nintendo Switch starting May 6th, 2025. Platforms: PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch. 8th Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition is a remastered version of the iconic real-time strategy game Age of Empires 2, developed by Forgotten Empires, Tantalus Media, and Wicked Witch, and published by Xbox Game Studios. This title celebrates the legacy of the original with enhanced graphics, additional content, and an optimized experience for modern platforms. Story and setting. The game spans 1,000 years of history, from the fall of Rome to the Middle Ages, allowing players to lead one of many civilizations as they build an empire, conquer enemies, and achieve greatness. Each civilization has unique attributes, special units, and technologies that reflect its historical context. Key features: enhanced graphics, 4K Ultra HD resolution, and updated animations modernize the visual experience. New campaigns and civilizations. Includes all expansions from the original game, along with additional content such as The Last Khans, Lords of the West, Dawn of the Dukes, Dynasties of India, and more. Improved multiplayer mode provides a seamless online experience with dedicated servers and support for competitive and cooperative matches. Scenario editor. Players can create and share custom maps and campaigns. Advanced AI. The artificial intelligence has been upgraded to offer a more strategic and realistic challenge. Console compatibility. Optimized controls for consoles, making the game accessible to both PC and Xbox/PlayStation players. Release details. Original release date: November 14th, 2019 for PC. Expansion to consoles. Available on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S since January 31st, 2023. Coming to PS5 on May 6th, 2025. Platforms: PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS5. Ninth Shotgun Cop Man is a fast-paced 2D platformer developed by Dead Toast Entertainment, the creators of My Friend Pedro, and published by Devolver Digital. This title blends intense action, precision-based gameplay, and a unique style, sending players on a literal mission to hell. Story and setting. In Shotgun Cop Man, players take on the role of a shotgun-wielding cop who descends into the underworld with one clear goal: to arrest Satan. Along the way, they must battle hordes of demons, evade deadly traps, and overcome challenges that push reflexes and skill to the limit. Key features: shotgun-powered movement. The recoil from shotguns isn't just for attacking. It's used to propel through levels, climb walls, and navigate obstacles. Extensive campaign. over 150 action-packed levels, boss fights, and additional challenges like completing stages without taking damage or setting record times. Level Editor. Players can create and share custom levels via Steam Workshop, expanding the game with community-driven content, distinct visuals and sound, a vibrant aesthetic paired with an energetic soundtrack that enhances the game's frenetic pace. Precision-based challenges. Each level requires careful planning and rhythm control, offering a blend of platforming and action puzzle elements. Release details. Release date: May 1st, 2025. Platforms: Nintendo Switch and PC. Tenth The Horror at Highrook is a narrative RPG with psychological horror elements and card crafting mechanics, developed by Nullpointer Games. Inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft, Edgar Allan Poe, and Bram Stoker, this title blends mystery, strategy, and a gothic atmosphere designed to keep players on edge. Story and setting. The game takes place in the decaying Highrook Manor, once the home of the Acheron family, a noble house that fell into disgrace following rumors of dark pacts and forbidden rituals. After the entire family vanishes, the city council sends a team of occult investigators to uncover the mansion's secrets and learn the fate of the Acherons. Players will lead this team, facing supernatural entities and unraveling mysteries hidden in every corner. Key features: card crafting system. Players can combine characters, objects, and locations to create tools, potions, and arcane rituals that aid in their investigation. Unique characters. The team includes specialists such as a mechanic, a plague doctor, a scholar, and a thug, each bringing distinct abilities and perspectives. Resource management. Beyond solving puzzles, players must carefully manage resources like food, health, and sanity to ensure the team's survival. Victorian atmosphere. Through evocative artwork, eerie cards, and tense dialogues, the game immerses players in a gothic setting where every choice can lead to salvation or ruin. Non-linear narrative. Player decisions shape the unfolding story, offering multiple paths and endings. Release details. Release date: scheduled for May 1st, 2025. Platforms: PC, Steam. Eleventh Despelote is a first-person adventure game developed by Julian Cordero and Sebastián Valbuena and published by Panic. This title is a love letter to Quito, Ecuador, capturing the magic of soccer and its impact on everyday life during the events leading up to Ecuador's qualification for the 2002 World Cup. Story and setting. Set in 2001, players step into the shoes of Julian, an 8-year-old boy exploring the streets and parks of Quito as the country experiences the excitement of its first-ever World Cup qualification. Through Julian's eyes, the game provides an autobiographical experience that reflects Ecuadorian culture, emotions, and human interactions during this historic moment. Key features: urban exploration. Players can freely roam Quito's streets and parks, interact with locals, and experience how soccer transforms the city. Relaxed gameplay. Dribble, pass, and kick your soccer ball through the city, observing people's reactions and how the atmosphere shifts. Autobiographical narrative. Based on the real experiences of Julian Cordero, the game authentically captures childhood and the passion for soccer. Unique visual style. A blend of realism and artistic flair immerses players in the atmosphere of Quito. Cultural celebration. The game highlights soccer's significance as a social and cultural phenomenon in Ecuador. Release details. Release date: scheduled for May 1st, 2025. Platforms: PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, PC, Steam, and Epic Games Store.